At the Terhune Gallery in the Center for Fine and Performing Arts at Owens Community College is an exhibit called Launch Art in the Age of Solidarity. One of the artists who has 4 pieces on display there is Audrey Johnson. She's here today to share with us her thoughts about the creative process and the pieces that she has on display. Welcome, Audrey.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Absolutely.
Launch Art in the Age of Solidarity. You have your pieces on display. What was it that motivated you, one, to participate in the exhibition, and then secondly, why the pieces that you chose?
Initially, to participate in the exhibition and with this particular group of artists is the backstory to the organization itself. Toledo Black Artists Coalition is that under the pressure of things that are happening locally, those artists came together to make some support and called me and said, we need you to be a part of this conversation as our elder, as somebody that is, in the community. And I was like, okay, that's good. And once we started dialoguing, they brought to my attention that I never show my work and that I'm a photographer, because I do a lot of other things in the art community, but not necessarily show my work. And this was an opportunity for me to show some work that no one had seen. And it meant a lot because it made sense to show those particular pieces. They stemmed from my traveling experience to Ghana, West Africa, and also to Cape Coast, which is where the Almena Castle is, which is the first castle that was built for slave trade. And through that experience evolved a couple of the pictures that are in the exhibition that were just really heartfelt to me. And the one in particular, which people will see, is Freedom. And it's of a little chocolate child who I watched for about 45 minutes run from the shores of where the fishermen dock right in front of the castle. I watched him play and run from that end all the way to almost the other end of the beach, where it was like not a whole lot of people there. Some people working on a boat that they were carving and getting ready to be used. And I watched him and some other boys just playing. And he was the youngest out of all boys that were running down the beach, and he was the only one that was naked. So that tells you what that group of pictures in itself look like. Children being children and being happy. And it was ironic that was taking place on those particular beach shores of where a castle was behind us that was built for slave trade.
He was a free spirit.
Yes.
When it comes to creativity, as you get ready to take that photo, what thoughts do you have as you look at the composition, the action, the color? How does that affect when you decide to press that button and have that camera go click?
And what has always been my framework as a photographer is I want people to see what I see. So when I take my mindset of that into a photograph, that pretty much exactly what I see, as in making sure that my mind's eye, I should say that first though, because that's different. What my mind eye sees, because then I'm going to be telling you something or showing you something that hit my spirit. And that means the photograph has already been cropped for the most part. The person's position has already been earmarked, and I'm giving you what I see in my mind's eye. And usually there, more often, there's a story to that, because of my process. I like to think of myself as, I take pictures in a photojournalistic point of view. And I also do that in your face when it comes to portraits. Usually if you see a portrait that I've done and it's really close up, it's because I was pretty close when I took it. And that makes it even stronger, because I want you to see what I see. Yeah.
In your post-production, is there much involved in that, or how do you let the photo come out to the public? Do you do much manipulation with it after that? And if so, why or why
No,
not?
I don't. I don't. And that's the one thing I guess I learned earlier. I am a BGSU alumni, and my major was visual communications technology, and I specialized in photography. And that's been quite some time ago. but my experiences, as a young female African American photography major in Bowling Green State University was a huge experience in a lot of ways, that I didn't even realize till I've gotten older. But my experiences have always been is to be true to my work as far as what I see, what I want people to see. And because I come from an age of darkroom experience and all those kinds of things, I liked having total control over my work, but not in the sense of altering it. In the sense of I have total control over this, that it can be exactly what I saw it to be from the time I took that picture in that camera till I put it on this paper and I present it to people. And hardly ever was there very much manipulation for me back then, even when I had the control to be able to do it. So that still stands for me now.
We've been speaking with Audrey Johnson. She has 4 pieces on display at Launch, Art in the Age of Solidarity, on display at the Terhune Gallery in the Center for Fine and Performing Arts at Owens Community College.